might honestly be one of the most realistic 90s movies out there.
It's realistic, but then it's not. Like, the dialogue in it is so awful.
Yeah, but just how things transpire, like Latimer getting a place at the table.
Yeah, and then he headbutts the window of the car, and then
Alvin Mack's situation, being a top 10 pick.
Quarterback being suicidal, though, that's a lot.
Well, that's a lot, but also the backup quarterback cheating on the test, and
then you have to bring him back.
James Conn in.
Well, who and all right, yeah, it was a lot. It's a lot. The program's a lot.
It is a lot.
There's a lot good to it, but there's a lot bad to it. Like,
I wouldn't say there's a lot good to it. I'd say it's a good like.
I can't get over like when I watch it back, the fact they try to put dialogue inside the plays is awful.
Well, I mean, I can listen to Alvin Mack talk shit.
Alvin Mack, yes, but when the running back's running and he's like talking to the guy who's trying to tackle him, and when the offensive
90s filmmaking, baby,
offensive lineman pancakes a guy and is saying yippee-ki-yay, and he's singing as they go down, like, no, that's too much.
Omar Epps, Halle Berry.
They did that a lot though in Major League 2. They didn't do it in Major League 1, but in Major League 2, when Omar Epps scores, he dives over the guy and he calls him sucker as he's diving over him, and they do the grasshopper thing. Like,
well, maybe it's just an Omar Epps thing. They do it
maybe
in
it's an Omar
basketball.
Epps thing. When's the show start?
Doing the wood.
Show started already, Zah?
Yep. We're live.
Hey, Zah.
How you doing, Brandon?
Good.
Phenomenal.
All right.
Enjoy,
I don't like this seat already. I'm telling you.
You can move back if you want.
I'm not gonna move back.
I like you being here. I need somebody to my right. We look like before to after. We look like we're an interesting
That's
group.
mean.
Necessary. I wouldn't say it's that like.
All right, it's Smitty, it's Big Ev, it's me. Rico's on the road, Marty's on the road, Ben Mintz is on his South of Palooza tour that will probably be going through the summer.
Crushing it though.
Yeah, okay. So we got
his picks.
Is he? What did he do yesterday? He went 0-5, didn't he? Yeah, that's
I
right.
think that was 2 days ago.
Was it? What did he do? No, I think that was yesterday.
I feel like I think everyone did good yesterday.
I think he was the only one with a losing record yesterday.
Because I went 6-4-1, and I realized I was at the bottom.
Yeah.
I was like,
Oh, look at that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you were 6-4-1. Damn. 3 of us had undefeated nights.
already 8-2.
Yeah, that's a pretty good night. He must have hit something good.
Well, the
parlay?
GPS.
GPS, it was a plus like 2 something too, and he hit it.
Yeah, it's good for him.
Jokic went off.
So,
Good for Rico.
good for Rico.
Good for you, Brandon.
Good for me. Yeah.
Good for everybody who went undefeated last night.
Good for everybody but Ben Mintz. Megan making money had a good night. 5-2.
Seeing the board well.
That broad is seeing the board. All right, before we get into everything, this weekend is the greatest NASCAR race in the world. It is the Daytona 500. Tune into the greatest race in all of motorsports, the Daytona 500, Sunday, February 20th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox. There is no better place to kick off the 2022 NASCAR season than at iconic Daytona International Speedway with the 64th running of the Daytona 500. I don't know who. I know Marty's going. I think Large is going. Spider's going. Frank's on his way down there, I believe.
Yeah, Frank and Doug's are doing a
I
road
think
trip.
Glenny's going.
Yeah.
Glenny's going. Yeah, we'll have a passel of people down there at the Daytona 500, and it'll be
Oh, what?
a passel of people.
There's no chance that's a real world.
That's a
Word.
well. That's okay. That's a word.
Okay.
I don't think I made that up.
How do you
Passel?
spell it?
I don't know. Starts with a P, I bet. Country artist Luke Combs will get the party started, welcoming fans back to the track. It's a word, right?
Okay.
It is.
What does it mean?
Passel, a definition, a large group of people or things of indeterminate number, a pack.
There you go.
S.A.T. Walker.
Quote, it's a quote, a passel of journalists, like
Yeah.
we're sending down
Okay.
all our journalists.
Perfectly used word.
Yeah, knock that one out of the park. Country artist Luke Combs will get the party started, welcoming fans back to the track with a pre-race concert. As the music stops, the action begins. Fans will be on the edge of their seats for 500 miles of heart-pounding racing action. Over 100,000 people gather to be part of this prestigious event. The energy, excitement, and power of being there in person will stay with you for a lifetime. Tune into the greatest race in all of motorsports, the Daytona 500, this Sunday, February 20th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Fox. Good.
Zaz upset at you.
Why is he upset at me?
I don't know.
Dave stole my TikTok. And he done tag me.
Dave who?
The boss. But it's okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, how'd he steal your TikTok?
Nah, he used it as his Nunes post today.
Oh, really? Okay. I bet people would enjoy it. No. Hi, how are you? I'm fine.
Oh, that's
Hey.
Glenny's. Look at Paul's.
Oh, Hi, Glenny.
It's Balls' world.
Yeah.
Balls hosted Mush the Line today.
And he brought in an OnlyFans model. Is that correct?
Multiple OnlyFans models. Too.
Are there two of them?
I believe so.
There's two or something. All right. So
Brendan can't focus. Brendan's struggling.
where are we at? We're in New York. All right. It is sports, and today is because we're done with Super Bowl cleanup. That's a thing in the
happened
past.
in
Their little
summer.
pathetic parade, whatever. Now,
The only thing got the fucking.
I mean, that Matt Stafford
Stafford
reaction to the lady falling, that's just hilarious.
So what is that? Is he just drunk and can't handle it, or what? Because he looks like a bad person.
I think he just went, I'm over this. His wife was very.
She got seriously injured, by the way.
She fell from a long way.
She fractured her
I think she
spine.
fractured her spine.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it
There's
was
a GoFundMe out there.
Oh, I
It's
didn't
bad.
know that.
It's
I thought
bad.
it was just like a.
Well, what I think,
all down.
I think I didn't realize watching the video. I thought she just fell. Apparently, she fell off like a stage.
Oh, I didn't know that.
fell a long
I didn't
way.
know that.
I thought she just fell like on the ground on her feet. I didn't realize she fell off of something.
Definitely not funny.
Joking, yeah. So Super Bowl's over. College basketball, Saturday's a big slate. We got some Big Ten games today. I don't know how much we want to dig into that. NBA's about to enter the All-Star break, so that. Now, earlier this week, Dave put out a tweet with all of his goats. Okay, and we talked about it a little bit. And last night on the Brandon Walker Show, I did a goat episode where I did a lot of things. I'm addicted to goat things. I have a bunch of topics here. I would like to determine the goat. Now, these are a lot more nuanced than just baseball, basketball player. For example,
You tweeted him out last night for your own show, correct?
no, this is a different group.
Oh, it's a different group.
This is a different group that I haven't answered. Like, who's the GOAT? Oh, yeah.
Balls.
Brendan.
Who's the GOAT of toe drag catches?
How about who's the goat of everything? Glenny Balls.
This is getting.
Actually, we should just do color commentary on this. Yeah, a little fist pound. Oh,
Balls
wait.
put long pants on.
I'm
for
not
this.
gonna lie. The first glance, I thought that was Selena Gomez.
Okay, all right.
Strong compliment.
She has the face.
There's Selena-ish qualities there. Yeah, Selena Gomez. She's not the one that died.
No, she's.
Okay,
not-
she's alive?
Selena Gomez is alive.
She's still that only murders in the building show. Her, Steve Martin, Martin Short. Are you watching that?
No.
You need to. It's quite delightful.
Who's the Selena that got killed?
That was like 1992 Selena.
Okay, all right. This is a
What's the
different.
matter with you? Yes, there's a difference. Selena Gomez wasn't even born yet.
Was she not? I guess she is young. Yeah. Who is Selena Gomez? What does she do?
She's probably like my age.
Singer. She
singer,
dated
actress.
Justin Bieber.
Oh, that's right.
Yes,
Yeah.
she's a phenomenally talented person.
There goes Big T. Big T, the sad wonder himself.
The Lummox.
Why isn't he happy?
He's grumpy gills.
I know, but why isn't he happy? He should be happy.
He's
didn't wanna-
unhappy because
They won a World Series for Christ's sake.
he's upset that this country does not represent his beliefs. So
His value system is all askew right now. So I've got categories of goats. Who was the goat of hitting long home runs? Who was the goat of toe drag catches?
okay, well, one at a time.
Who was the goat of? I'm just giving you examples. I've got like 15 of them. Who's the goat ref? Okay, you ready?
Yes.
You ready to dive in?
Let's do it.
Who's the GOAT of hitting long home runs? And it doesn't necessarily have to be a Mark McGuire that hit a bunch of long home runs, but who was known, like I think of Glenn Allen Hill, excuse me. I think of him hitting a ball like over the houses on the street at Wrigley. Who's the GOAT of hitting long home runs in our lifetime?
I just remember Cecil Martin hitting one on the roof,
Yeah.
Tiger Stadium.
Cecil Fielder.
Cecil
Fielder.
Cecil Martin was a fullback for the
Yeah, Cecil Fielder.
Cecil Fielder. Hard home runs, hard hitting Mark Whitten
Yes.
would just line drive him the shit to the moon.
Hey, Nick. You wanna do next Central? I have no picks. Okay. Good to see you. Thank you for the juice. That's Nick. He gets me a juice every day. I think he's fattening me up to kill me.
That's lovely. You know that there's a ulterior motive to this.
That's what I just said.
Yes.
I think he's fattening me up to kill me. What's the other ulterior motive?
Well, I don't know.
So it's
Some
not-
sort of brain control. Ulterior.
Ulterior. It's ulterior.
Ulterior.
Yeah.
Ulterior would be a.
Ulterior would be like the outside of a car, wouldn't it?
That's the exterior.
Okay. Interior is the inside of
The
the
inside
car.
of the car.
Ulterior would be a hidden motive. What's ulterior? Now we're just doing words. We're a word show now.
I don't like how this is a second dictionary.
And you don't know what.
Maybe just
In 10
blatant
minutes.
motives.
You've been overly confused on both of them. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah. I don't like how this became a dictionary show and Marty Mush isn't even here.
A blatant motive.
A what?
A blatant motive.
Blatant, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe you're playing a team that week and you're like, you have a ulterior motive to beat them. It's obvious.
I guess, McGuire hit long-ass home runs, of course.
Someone that came to mind for me was Adam Dunn.
Adam
people are
Dunn,
saying,
yes.
People saying Adam Dunn.
He struck
Mo
out a lot,
Vaughn.
but when he hit him, he hit nukes.
Are you doing chat?
Yes.
Okay, good. I wanted to look at the chat, but I didn't want
Stanton. I think Stanton should be up
Stanton,
there.
of course.
Oh, yeah, Stanton.
Monster.
Stanton right now is the guy.
He hits
active.
monsters. He hits nukes.
I would like. Now that's pretty much one of the only things I would like to see, like the old school people do, because Polo Grounds back in the day was like 600 feet to center field, and apparently Babe Ruth would hit it over.
Well, Reggie Jackson hit tanks.
Mickey
has
Mantle apparently has the longest one on record.
Yeah,
which is up for debate.
He has one that's measured at 565. Reggie Jackson in the 1971 All-Star Game, which if you're ever on YouTube, go watch it. He hits one over the roof of Tiger Stadium in right field.
Josh Hamilton.
Josh Hamilton hit tanks.
I mean, that display at Yankee Stadium.
The only one that can go up with Stanton right now is probably Vlad Jr.
I feel like did Cespedes say he hit?
Cespedes, you want to know who's sneaky? He also hits long ones too. Gary Sanchez. When he
Really?
hits home runs, they're
When he
no
makes
dead.
contact with the ball once
I'm
every
saying
6
dead
games.
serious. When he hits them, he hits monster shots.
Don't you like this discussion? Isn't this a good discussion?
Yeah, go next one. It's got to be rapid fire though.
No, I don't know how rapid fire. We got an hour.
Yeah, that's true.
Who's the greatest? Who's the GOAT dunker? And when I say these things, I mean mostly in our lives, because we didn't see Wilt Chamberlain play basketball live. We didn't see Mickey Mantle play baseball live. So while there are some that I can stretch out a little bit on, you just bringing us close? Okay.
Thank you, Zah. St. Patrick's merch. Out and about.
Those hoodies are sick.
Yes.
Free Chicken Fries is the GOAT merch person, I think.
Yeah, she's pretty good.
Well,
I will kill a man for Brie Chicken Fry.
I would too.
Yeah.
I'm a stan. I'm a
huge stan.
chicken fry stan.
Do you think you're doing a good job of displaying this stuff?
no.
Okay, all right.
The one that she made is, I think that
What's going on there?
Let's Raid shirt is very fire.
There are still people. Somebody got me the other day with this guy. Just sent me a link, and it was just him.
I think there's always one in every group chat.
You know he's dead?
Oh yeah,
He's dead.
Yeah, how much does that stink?
he's been dead
Has he?
for a while.
I didn't know that.
Also, I heard rumors that the penis was like photoshopped.
What? Dude, you're just killing everything about.
I've had to deal with it. I've came to terms.
He's
with
dead,
it.
and his dick ain't real.
Apparently so. I don't know that to be 100% certain, but that's
I bet it, but I bet it wasn't that photoshopped. It wasn't as photoshopped as mine would have been.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would imagine so.
Right? It didn't take that much work. I don't want it to be photoshopped. I want it to be.
I don't either.
I also don't want him to be dead.
No, he's hard. Dead.
Who is he?
Just a random guy.
I think he was a former actor
Porn star.
of some sort. Yes.
Just so you can say it.
Maybe.
I mean,
don't know.
the only
It's
reason he's
possible.
famous is because of his dick, so it makes sense he would be a porn star.
He's a good-looking male.
Why are you talking so weird today? Oh, he's a good-looking male? Who says he's a good-looking male?
He's obviously not a female.
Who is the greatest dunker of our lives?
I
It's
feel like
Vince
there's an
Carter.
easy answer.
got to be Vince, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, easy for me.
Yeah,
I didn't get to see like Sean Kemp really.
I went through like Dominique in the '80s was the GOAT. Michael was a great dunker. LeBron's a great dunker.
Blake.
Even Shaq.
Blake's a great dunker.
Blake, yep.
Sean Kemp, a great dunker. But for contest and for game, like
Also,
this is it.
DeAndre Jordan has some.
Yeah, but
I wouldn't put him in that like with them, but he has some insane like the one over Brandon Knight. It's like an all timer.
yeah, Vince just. If all he ever did was jump over Frederick Weiss in the Olympics, that would be enough. But he did so many other things.
He doesn't deserve to win, but just throw him out there, Spud Webb.
Spud Webb. Now, what's the GOAT in-game dunk? I got one. There's a lot of great in-game dunks, and him over the French guy in the Olympics is way up there. But to me, Gerald Green's dunk on a fast break where he jumps up and does a windmill on the alley-oop.
His eyes are literally his mouth is like at the rim.
His mouth is at the rim, and I love when the opposing team's bench is in the background. I think they're playing the Rockets, and the Rockets just like get jolted by how high he got up. I love that dunk. Tom Chambers in-game dunk in the Garden over Mark Jackson too.
One that I didn't probably was when I was a child. I don't remember seeing it live, but it like infuriates me as a Knicks fan when I watch it back. The Scottie Pippen over Ewing is really tough.
Where he see that.
I almost feel bad for Ewing because he didn't need he tried to make a play, like he didn't need to be there. Like he set himself up, but he got take my Knicks fan aside. I mean, he got violated.
That dunk is great, but it's also the dunk and the follow through because after the dunk, that's when they fall. And
that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's why the Shaq over the guy also on the Knicks coincidentally. That
Studley,
one, that's bad too.
Where he pushed him.
That one was more stomachable because I mean it's just apples and oranges.
It's also Shaq.
That's what I'm saying. It's Shaq versus
in-game dunk.
That guy,
Dr. J Windmill.
Oh, where he rocks the baby to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not a bad one. And Neek had a couple. Yeah. Okay. All right. Moving on.
So I said I think the who did I just say the Jordan, DeAndre Jordan one. Brandon Knight's up there. Like, and he literally murdered him.
You count Blake Griffin over Mozgov? Like, was that a dunk in your opinion?
Yeah, I think that counts. I think it counts.
Greatest basketball passer. GOAT basketball passer
in our lifetime.
Yeah,
I mean,
like chocolate
or Kid.
I think it's LeBron. I think LeBron's an incredible passer. I think LeBron that makes passes that don't even exist to other people.
I hate saying this, but it just shows how objective I am with the question. But when it's all said and done, Ben Simmons might be in there.
Well, and in fairness to my life, like Magic's way up. The Magic and Bird were both incredible passers. Magic's probably the actual GOAT of great passes. And when I say passing, I don't mean distributing the ball. I don't mean
Showtime.
I mean great no look passes, shit like that.
Oh, white chocolate.
Yeah, he's up there. I
mean, like ones where he throws it, he goes the reverse behind his back and hits it with his elbow the opposite way.
Yeah.
I even like the one sneaky where you're like, say he's like at the top of the key, and you just throw like one of these,
right?
Just like a straight like sidearm bounce pass, like right to the guy's chest.
I love that one where he throws it just like that to Weber underneath,
spins,
and it surprises everybody, including Weber, and nobody even moves, and Weber just dunks it.
That's what some of them. I'm surprised that they catch it. I'm like, he comes from such a crazy angle, you don't even realize it's coming.
Rajon Rondo.
A good passer.
Rondo had some good ones. He was good at that, like bounce pass.
Who was up there in literal assists? I mean, LeBron's obviously up
Stockton,
there.
of course. Magic's up there. LeBron's going to end up top 5 in assists in all time, and it's crazy.
Oh, he's a great distributor.
Yeah, and the last category he led the league in was assists. I think a couple years ago. He and his passes again. He had a pass the other day where he's in the lane and he just wheels it behind somebody 30 feet to a guy in the corner shooting a three.
Why do it yourself when you can dish responsibility literally to other people?
That's not – I disagree with that completely. It's a good basketball play. An open shot's better than a contested shot.
It is.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. This guy around here. I don't watch hockey. You do? You do a little bit, right? Just a hair?
I guess. I mean, not really.
Who's the GOAT hockey goon of your life?
Hockey goon?
Yeah. Fighter, maybe. I don't know how you.
I mean, in Philly, it's a little different. I mean, you have like Brashear, like Ronaldo was an absolute goon. Wayne Simmons would get down and dirty and fight, but like he wasn't a goon. Ty Tomey, like only because the Philly fan like came over the.
What the chat saying on that one?
Came over the. Dave Schultz, obviously. Bob Cousy, he didn't play hockey.
Bob Cousy, the best.
Imagine Bob Cousy as a goon.
The problem with Bob Cousy is all the footage we have just looks like the other guys are tombstones. Looks like they're just.
They basically are.
Yeah, they basically are. Like
Probert to John Scott. Yeah, Ty Domi, Claude Lemieux.
Also, if listen, this is a lunchtime distraction show.
Ryan Reeves.
And if you want me to give you some assignments and some things to watch on YouTube, because I watch a lot of sports highlights on YouTube, especially old ones. There are two passers. Pete Maravich. Go watch Pete Maravich passing highlights. It's incredible. And here's the deepest cut I've ever had on this show. His name was Ernie DiGregorio, and he played point guard for Providence in the 60s and 70s. Go watch Ernie DiGregorio highlights.
He's probably playing against guys who are just standing still.
Trust me.
Poster boards out there.
Trust me. If you go watch that, you will not be disappointed. And there's one more, and he's a European. I don't remember his name, and he signed with the Clippers a couple years ago. What was his fucking name? He was a point guard.
Oh.
That signed with the Clippers, and he has one of the most amazing top 10 passing highlight YouTubes out there.
I know who you're talking about.
What was his fucking
I've
name?
seen the highlights. They are
Clippers
crazy.
point guard Teodosic. See if the chat thinks I'm right. I think it's Teodosic.
Craig Berube.
I don't know who that is.
He's the head coach of the St. Louis Blues. Stanley Cup winner.
What's that got to do with anything?
Chief.
He's a goon.
He's a goon. Correct.
I didn't even know that. I just guessed.
Big time goon.
Is Teodosic right?
Chief.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
Milos Teodosic.
Thank you. Look at his highlights. Enjoy after the yak goes off, and you're sitting in the cube, and there isn't a KFC radio to listen to. Go to YouTube and watch Milos Teodosic passing highlights. You won't be disappointed.
Just naming all the brands and just leaving a couple out conveniently.
What am I keeping out?
I don't know. Maybe there's a foreplay podcast or.
Well, when I
Plan
said
B
cubes,
out
I mean
there.
the cubes is like tied into KFC's brand and stuff.
What, you don't want to listen to Mean Girls in the Cube?
I do like the Mean Girls.
Yeah.
Emergency
My
pod
mom's
coming.
basement.
Cracking asses.
Cracking ass. Somebody's got to keep the lights on around here.
We had a tough one at my mom's basement this morning.
Oh, Adesanya no showed you?
In person too.
Yeah. Is
No,
it?
he didn't. His team reached it. He
Well, they are
was
rescheduling,
sick.
and you were going to get to be in that.
Robbie asked me to be a part. I was very, very appreciative of that. I thought I was just going to sit in. He asked me to prepare questions. I was very excited. I was a fortunate text to wake up to, but it's all good.
That's just when you deal with people of that stature, it happens. But
I don't blame him. He
But you get fired up, and you're like, it changes your whole day.
as soon as I woke up, I was so excited. I was literally it was like 9. I was just getting in the shower. I was ready to go.
All right, who's the GOAT of wide receiver toe drag catches, sideline catches, end zone, getting 2 feet in? That's a good category, and y'all know it's a good category.
This is a good
It's
category.
tough.
I think of individual plays more than
That's what because
like DeAndre Hopkins is just phenomenal. Just
I think it's Chad Ochocinco. I watching his highlight tape, he has a lot of those.
I mean, any
Chris Carter was also great.
Any A-plus premier wide receiver at that time in their prime is going to be a toe touch drag.
So
wide
you
receiver,
think of
'cause do that.
plays, you think the GOAT.
Like Santonio Holmes in the
that's
Super Bowl.
That's
like,
the
what
first
you
one that
think
came to my
about.
mind.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think maybe it's because the commercial. This is Tony Toe Tap, which is Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the Tony Toe Tap commercial.
There was a thing he was like, they call me Tony, or maybe it's not a commercial. It was like some clip that went viral. He was like, call me Tony
But that's
Toe
a
Tap.
such like hit or miss category because either you are a toe tapper and make the catch and are elite, or you suck. There's no in between.
I'm sorry, Smitty. I didn't.
Well, I'm just
Bad category.
Michael Thomas is a great toe tapper.
I'm just saying. Like you name a bum wide receiver or average wide receiver that you would consider a good toe tapper.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's
Greg Lewis.
it's a skill that leads. If you have it, you're a good receiver.
Exactly. It's like catching the ball.
But I'm sure there are some guys who like suck over the middle but are elite on the sidelines. We just don't.
Oh yeah.
We just don't have the.
Honestly, you want to talk a toe tap? The one that Jack Smith and Jigba had, like, not last year, the year before, that opening game where he floated.
Oh, that's not even
touched
a
in.
toe tap. That was like defying the laws of physics.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Where he goes all the way up in the air, his entire
His entire body's out of
75%
bounds.
out of bounds, and his foot like magically teleports
He just
back.
like reached his foot in and just like literally just tapped it.
That might be
End zone.
from pure skill and not stakes or anything. That might be one of the GOAT plays of that
I
category.
think that was his first play of his first game of his true freshman year.
Steve Largent.
He
Chat.
so
Hall of Famer. Jalen Rager. You have to catch the ball to actually like consider yourself a toe tapper.
just going into the season, I know we're 6 months away. Smith and Jigba, sneaky Heisman pick.
I'm so happy he had that game because he deserved that recognition all year.
Sneaky Heisman pick. Like he's gonna be, they're gonna be the number 1 or 2 team all year. It's them or Alabama.
I don't like how much hype we're getting now.
Yeah, but
I don't like
it's
it. I don't
gonna
like
be Alabama. It's gonna be Ohio State, and then everybody else.
Because I saw something that we'd be two touchdown favorites over Georgia, would be favorites over Alabama. I don't like that.
I disagree. You'd be favorites over Alabama. I think.
No, I'm saying it was an article written that there's some sort of odds makers that did it already based on just whatever rosters we're bringing back. But
I think Alabama's going to be like stupid special this year. I think Ohio State's going to be really special, and then like Georgia's going to fall off a little bit. Clemson, we don't know, and there's nobody else to fill that gap. Like it's going to be 2 premier teams and then everybody else. And Smith and Jigba, I think, is going to be a sneaky great Heisman pick because he's going to have highlights, and he's not going to be like Olave and Wilson who had to share.
yeah, he's the guy.
He's the guy. Now Marvin Harrison Jr. is still there, right?
Yeah,
so
he'll
there'll be
be
a good,
great.
but that'll be a clear number 1, clear number 2. Last year you had like 3 number 1s.
Also, they're just like different. Like Marvin Harrison, like a legit like X. Like JSN does. That guy just does everything.
Yeah, he can go. He can go 50 yards down the field, or he can take a screen pass 90
I mean,
yards.
in that Rose Bowl game, it was just like need a first down. Like Just get open. We'll just throw you the ball.
You okay? What's wrong with you?
Just let me know when you guys are done fluffing yourselves over college football.
Why are you so? why are you like this today?
Hey, I'm not like anything today.
That was a little dramatic.
That was a lot. We talked 30 seconds about
Like
football.
A minute.
We talked 30 seconds about football.
And just let me know when you're done. I cannot contribute to next year's college football conversation.
It was just a brief aside. That's why we have these discussions, so we can have these rabbit holes.
Go have your duo soliloquy.
Did you watch the Rose Bowl?
I did watch the Rose Bowl.
So you have some input.
You understand that duos can't have soliloquies.
Well, that's
the
why
very first syllable of soliloquy is solo.
That's why I said a duo soliloquy because I'm not sure what duo-soliloquy.
You want to go back to the dictionary? You want to go back to the dictionary?
No, not. We retired the dictionary.
All right. Now, Dave said the GOAT announcer was Howard Cosell. I think it's Al Michaels. But who's the GOAT by sport? Who's the GOAT basketball announcer?
Marv.
Yeah.
It is Marv, but I think Mike Breen is better. But Marv just had 30 years or 40 years of greatness.
I think Gus is getting up there.
I think
especially for college.
I also think Kevin Harlan is incredible.
Yeah.
I think Kevin Harlan and Mike Breen are the best 1-2 in NBA and possible. I love them both.
I love a good bang.
Yeah.
Bang!
I love
That's a great call.
I love that he has tiers. Like if it's a really great one, he'll double bang you.
That's like I just love the little me because I'm about to say bang so fucking loud.
Right.
His best bang has got to be the Kyrie 3, right?
No, I think that was a good one. But
that was more Jay Wright saying bang.
No.
Sorry, I got
different
it.
sport. No, I think his GOAT is it was a regular season game and Steph Curry hits like a 40-footer.
Oh yes. It's
a 40-footer. I think that's the double bang where he hits the
Yep.
bang first and then follows it up with another one.
Gotta love a good old double bang.
Gotta love a good double bang, boys. Who's the GOAT? Crazy motherfucker.
That's a good one.
In sports?
That's a good one.
You've got Antonio Brown right now.
Recently you're AB, but I mean
Irie's a little crazy.
You're getting dangerously close to joking about crazy motherfucker and just like straight up mental illness.
No, there's a difference. You know what I'm talking about.
I think down the line you might be looking at something different.
My knee jerk was Ron Artest.
I think it's Dennis Rodman. That's a good one.
You know, sneaky. It's kind of like Gilbert Arenas bringing a gun into the locker room.
Yeah.
It's a crazy motherfucker, right?
Wasn't it over like a gambling, like a not paid gambling?
Something wild.
They had like a card game on the plane.
The plane, and he just was like, "Yeah, you're gonna pay."
And then he just got paid $100 million not to play.
I loved his sneakers. I wore his sneakers in AAU.
You know what's crazy? Gilbert Arenas was like great, 25 points a game for a couple of years, and then just stop.
Well, that's what happens.
It was just over.
That's what happens when you bring firearms.
Bring a gun to the locker.
Like we don't talk about him anymore. We don't nothing. We don't. It was just over immediately. Gilbert Arenas, Hibachi,
Latrell Sprewell coaching or choking his coach out.
Yeah, choking
Pretty
PJ
nuts.
Carlesimo.
AJ Przinsky.
Yeah, AJ. Even like who was the
Lemons.
Yep.
Even like Tim Thomas, the goalie, just kind of going off the wall, like
Throw out a
one
song.
way or another.
Oh, you want to let us know when you're done with the hockey talk?
Well, no.
Oh wait,
Just
there's a clear one for this. I think
Who is it?
Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's crossing because he wasn't crazy on the field. I guess I'm talking about crazy on the field. I'm not talking about somebody who goes home and murders two people.
That's crazy though.
That is wild.
Chad has a good one though. All like
Who?
Bill Romanowski.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Spitting on people and shit. Kyle Turley, maybe.
Yeah, Turley's a good one.
Throw a little variety. Eric Cantona kicked a fan in the chest. Man United.
Zinedine Zidane.
Flying ninja kick. Look it up. Eric
Oh,
Cantona.
wow. It's pretty good. If you flying ninja kick someone, that's pretty crazy.
Bill Romanowski had one of my favorite quotes in his autobiography. He called me slow, so I spit in his face.
I can't wait to write that. He called me a moron from Mississippi, so I pushed him. You read the Bill Romanowski?
No, that was just quoted.
Okay.
Articles I saw.
I kind of want to assign you the Bill Romanowski autobiography.
Yeah.
Have you come in. The GOAT, where are we at? The GOAT charge taker.
Sean Avery, real quick for Batshit.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. The GOAT charge taker?
Yeah, the GOAT charge taker.
Brad Davison, not even in the league. That man once took, I believe it was 5 or 6 charges in one game.
What was the
That's preposterous.
what was the kid at Duke? Wojciechowski? What? I get Woj is Wojnarowski, so he was Wojciechowski, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a big time charge taker. Pretty much any white college basketball player in the last 20 years.
Yep.
Yeah.
No Sixers were great charge takers.
I'm trying to think of like George Lynch used to just like fall
Yeah.
on his ass every once in a while. Probably.
I'm thinking NBA. Draymond takes a lot of charges, doesn't he? But he also incites.
Chargers are weird.
I hate them.
In NBA.
I hate them.
Eh,
They're not as.
They're not as like growing up.
Yeah.
When you take a charge, you're like a hero because it's not used that much. Now I think it's like overly
Yeah,
used.
people, they
Around
reach
and play
for it.
defense.
They're charges in college basketball are a much bigger problem than they are in pro basketball. I think in pro basketball there's still a lot of pride in defense and stand. In college basketball, the officials are so bad, you know they're going to award you the charge even though it might not be a charge.
Yeah, but also at every level they're so bad that, especially now, that you can't hack. You even come close and it's going to foul, so you might as well take a chance.
The GOAT of outfield defense.
Wow.
That's a good one.
You got Jim Edmonds. You
Right.
got Andrew Jones.
Torrey
Roy
Hunter.
Hunter.
Torrey Hunter. I think Andrew Jones blows all of them out of water.
I did not expect that from you.
Yeah, I mean, your favorite ball player is Willie Mays, who I agree with.
Yeah.
Big T said it best one time. Willie Mays is over the basket catch. Andrew Jones is under that ball 5 seconds before.
Right. But you know why that happened? A lot of people think, Willie Mays didn't cover a lot of – that was in the polo
It was in the polo grounds,
which was legit 390
Exactly.
center.
Yeah.
So there was room to go.
Yeah.
And he went and got it. And, but I think he's right. Andrew Jones was under every ball.
Mm-hmm. Highlights Jim Edmonds going full extension.
I got a problem with Jim Evans. I think he slowed down to dive.
I thought you had a problem with threesomes.
I have no problem with threesomes.
Okay. You think – no, not –
I think he slowed down to dive. I think he hot dogged it.
I think he has in certain dives, maybe. But that full extension dive where he's going back,
Yeah.
I don't think he slowed down.
And we'll get to that in a minute. That's one of the greatest catches of all time.
Yeah.
But I think there were other catches. Like when he started getting a reputation for it, I believe he fed into it. I believe he knew how to dial it up. He knew how to take a little bit slower path so he could kind of dive for a ball. Jim Edmonds is good. Torrey Hunter is elite.
He's the elite home run robber.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andrew Jones was also great. I feel like we're missing somebody.
Yeah. I mean, there are some guys, I can't name off the top of my head, who are probably just so athletic that they just made it look so easy. You just miss.
Now, along those lines, GOAT catch. Gary
Baseball?
Matthews. Gary Matthews. Yeah, baseball.
I think it's
Gary
Edmonds. I think it's the Edmonds.
That Gary Matthews Jr. catch was crazy.
Yeah.
In Texas, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, where he runs up the wall.
Yeah, he runs up the wall and he twists
Yeah.
in the middle. How he got to that ball is incredible.
Gary Matthews.
Got to be
Jr.
Jeter running the stands.
Oh
Right?
my God!
You son of a bitch.
No, don't even. First of all, this was an outfield category. Second,
He said great catch.
he caught that in fair territory and ran into the stands.
This
like
is
an idiot.
His momentum.
Yeah, this is a homer one, but Aaron Rowan running into the wall face first, smashing his face.
Yeah, but the catch itself was just a catch, and then he happened to be going so hard.
Situation.
What was
too.
didn't Kiermaier a few years ago have a crazy one?
I don't remember.
Kiermaier, low-key, has a nice.
He's a very good.
He has a nice highlight reel of some crazy outfield catches.
He's a free agent right now too.
because he just can't hit, but his glove in the outfield is insane.
Was that Pilar or
Where they ran into the wall.
yeah?
I was thinking of that one too.
I mean,
think Kiermaier's-
Willie Mays is always going to be like the baseball, pure greatest catch.
Yeah, and that was also
It was in the World Series.
it was in the World Series. Yeah, Vic Wirtz. So it was in the biggest stage, and it was also I think it was in the ninth inning. I think it was in the ninth inning of game 1 or 2. So it mattered a whole lot. And the throw, he catches it and turns and throws 400 feet to the plate. It's a really, really good thing. But ultimately, Jim Edmonds.
Pretty sure he didn't just throw off his back foot 400 feet to the plate. He probably hit the cuff man somewhere where it rolled.
You feel
a little
free.
bit.
You feel free.
I'm going to have to look that up.
Feel free to go watch it.
I'm going to say Willie Mays did not throw on a dime.
I want you to feel free to go watch it.
Dick shot it straight to the plate.
You want to pull it up on your phone
We'll
right now?
get there. We'll get there. I don't want to waste people's time.
I think this entire show is wasting people.
I agree.
But it's an enjoyable conversation. Would you agree with that?
If you weren't involved, yes.
I didn't say it. Why are you looking at me?
He's not defending it.
Don't you think that was a little bit much?
You also referred to the opening segment that we were like before, after. It was extremely
I
unnecessary.
shouldn't really be coming to you.
Literally just because Smitty's a little thinner than you are.
I think all three of us are well over 200 pounds, too.
Oh, yeah.
What are you about, 220?
Like 230.
What are you about, 245?
250.
The GOAT infield defense. It's Ozzie Smith, but if you have anybody else you'd like to enter.
Omar Vizquel.
Yeah, okay. That's pretty fucking good. You know who was a great fielder, but
So
he
regular.
sucked at everything else? Ray Ordonez was an incredible fielder, but he sucked at everything else. Andrelton Simmons, great fielder.
Honestly, Arenado's unreal.
Scott
Third
Rowland.
base. And honestly, Machado with the Orioles was ridiculous.
Who is the GOAT of mic'd up guys in the NFL? If you're watching, NFL films, if you're watching, who's the GOAT of being mic'd up on the field?
Tony Siragusa.
Really?
I mean, technically.
Well, was it? No, he did that afterwards.
I know.
I think it's Chad Johnson, right? Brett Favre's also really good.
Chad Johnson, who I was thinking of. See, the problem is I wish if we get X-rated, I think it'd be different.
Yeah.
We just never see that because the NFL obviously wouldn't put that out.
Entertaining, like, Peyton was very entertaining.
Peyton's
here
funny,
on
yeah.
on the sideline. Well, just funny and, like, when he gets into it, like,
Yeah.
angry.
It is funny to hear Phillip Rivers say every word but a cuss word.
Gosh, yeah.
It's like,
Shucks.
doggum it.
Is that okay, Smitty? Who are they saying for the mic'd up one?
Debo, Ray Lewis, Mike Singletary, Stafford,
Lewis is decent,
Peyton, Rivers, Matt Stafford.
Really? Okay,
Yeah,
not a lot of
Shannon
these really.
Andrew Luck wasn't bad either.
Yeah, he was because he would get hit, be like, good hit, big boy.
Yeah.
Well, Stafford was mic'd up that time in his rookie year where he like broke his shoulder and then still had the drive and scored the winning touchdown.
That went re-viral like the week before.
Yeah, and he was coming off the field and no, I can't
And
celebrate.
then the other team called a timeout, and then he was like, "I'm going back in."
Yeah.
He threw a fade, and while his other arm was like falling off.
But I think it's Chad Johnson. I know
People are saying Singletary. I don't remember. I mean, obviously-
Singletary. He had a bunch of wild dogs out here, crazy. Lawrence Taylor was good too, but
I mean, Singletary's stories as a coach where he's trying to pump the team up and ends up mooning them.
Yeah. Singletary is very
Obviously,
very
he's a
fun.
wild man.
What's the GOAT dunk contest?
It's got to be Dominique and
No,
Gordon, right?
that one's overrated.
The sneaky recent one that was I think the best one was the Levine Aaron Gordon one.
I don't think that's sneaky. I think that's the GOAT dunk contest.
I still to this day stand by the one that Aaron Gordon did where he jumped over the mascot and put it under his legs is the highest level of difficulty dunk done in the dunk contest.
I think it's the best dunk contest done.
His legs were at the fucking net. That was like I've never seen anything like that in my life.
I think Aaron Gordon's been robbed out of 2 dunk contests.
has.
Yeah, the one 2 years ago was great.
Levine is phenomenal though.
Levine's great, but
the guy when it's just tough to beat him when he comes back with in the next round with a between the legs from the foul line.
Yeah.
What?
well, they just kept going.
Between legs from the foul line is a showstopper. That's ridiculous.
But that where the mascot's rotating and he goes up and puts it
under I'm like what like the still shot of him like at his highest point is like you're like how did he get there?
He's sitting in the air 9 feet above.
His legs are perfectly straight.
Yeah.
Like he's literally at the net and he does it so clean too. Like he dunks it flush.
I also had to put in 2000 Vince Carter just from. I mean, he
changed
But he had no competition though.
he changed the game.
he had more competition than you'd think. Steve Francis had a couple really good dunks there too. It was never a contest, but there were other decent dunks. Like McGrady was also in it. There were other decent dunks there outside of him. But he changed everything.
He's the first one between the legs. Now, like between the legs is like what?
Well, no, he's not the first.
Was he not the first?
Oh, Isaiah Ryder did it first,
Okay.
and Kobe did it in '97.
I thought because he made it so like everyone just went so crazy. He did the way he just slammed it was.
He did it so
insane.
easily.
Yeah.
Well, he did
He did
it
kind of a 180 with it a little
He
bit.
did it off a lob, and nobody had ever done it off a lob.
Yeah, that's true.
Which it wasn't really a lob. McGrady bounces off the ground. Okay, all right. What else we got? Are you? I don't feel like you're enjoying this, Smitty, and it's bothering me.
No, I am. I actually am. Relax.
You relax.
College football talk threw off his axis a little bit.
Yeah, just changed everything about Smitty.
You gotta just
I don't
24/7.
I don't know that I got. I got two more. What's the greatest NFL run you've ever seen?
Marshawn Lynch, been
Pretty easily, right?
Yeah.
Pretty.
unless
Also, the Derrick Henry one, like that was 99 yards, is pretty crazy.
yeah,
too.
unless there was
Still
one.
would even lean Marshawn Lynch.
Unless there's a Barry Sanders one, like I guess
Yeah.
all the Barry Sanders ones.
Garrison Hurst, which that's a weird name to say, had a 96-yard touchdown run where he broke like 7 tackles in overtime once for the
I
Niners.
think it's that weird to say. I bet you Garrison Hurst had at least 3,000-yard seasons for the Niners.
Yeah, sneaky was pretty good. Yeah. You don't remember him at all, but Garrison Hurst had a good little run. And greatest the GOAT ref. And you can stretch that to umpire, ref, official.
I mean,
I love Mike Carey in the NFL.
wait, what are you defining GOAT? Like, I can name the most dog shit refs and umps. Like Joe West takes the cake.
More than Angel Hernandez?
Oh, yeah, that's a tough one.
Like Bo Borowski.
Yeah, oh, God damn it, he's awful.
He's like the actual worst.
He is the fucking way. He's a Big Ten basketball
Or
ref.
TV Teddy Valentine.
He's awful.
TV Ted.
Oh, God. They're
Tim.
just really
That guy's Mr. Look at Me.
What about Tim Donahue?
I actually think he's kind of goated for actually telling us the truth.
Wow.
Because the
But
Kings
plea bargains are a hell of a thing.
Because the Kings got fucked out of that fucking. The Kings should have won
yeah.
a championship.
Ruined their franchise for 20 years.
That 2002 Kings team, man, it was so.
The fact that the Kings haven't gotten ass lucky into a playoff berth since then is one of the most astounding things ever. Like you have to try not to make the playoffs in the NBA for that long.
And there are even this year, which I think they've already kind of given up a little bit, but even this year, like they had a little bit of juice to them.
There was no excuse to get rid of Halliburton.
They had a great young point guard.
No
They just
excuse.
they traded him year 2 for no reason.
No reason.
For literally no reason.
They still have De'Aaron Fox, don't they?
You have Darren Fox.
No, he's good. But I'm saying Halliburton's like year 2. The guy's a big, tall point guard that can do. He's like a triple double threat. Like you just trade him when he's 20 years old.
I do like Sabonis though.
I do too, but like he's what? Why? Why are you bringing him in?
I like Sabonis, but I just think Halliburton's the guy you could like legitimately build around
Yeah.
to like build a real contending team down the line.
Sabonis is like a final add-on piece. You bring
Yes.
in.
Now, do you get the sense that the chat enjoys this, or?
People are contributing.
Okay, good.
That's good.
I'm worried about the chat boys. I haven't talked to the chat boys in a while. I might. I have a couple more things to discuss, and then we'll get to our picks and everything. Okay. So, what are the best short-term bursts of fame in sports? We're 10 years removed from Linsanity. I think the anniversary was a couple of weeks ago. 10 years removed from Linsanity. But what are the best other short-term bursts of fame in sports? Now, you guys didn't live through it. You might have. Icky Woods for the Bengals in 89 or 90. He's still living off that. Icky Shuffle. He was a phenomenon, and he just had one good year.
Now, did he come from nowhere?
He came from absolutely nowhere.
Absolutely nowhere. Okay.
Yeah, he was not a first-round pick. He came from nowhere. He got hot, and he danced every time he scored a touchdown. William Refrigerator Perry also was a skyrocket that had.
Yeah.
He was like the most famous person in sports for 3
Helps
months.
when you get the football over Walter Payton in the Super Bowl.
It was really dumb.
I got a good one.
Yeah,
Dante Hall.
I like that.
Yeah.
So would you
He was
just
driving beer trucks and became the most electric kick returner, punt returner.
Would
in
you
NFL
consider
history.
just like a short
Are
burst?
you confusing him with somebody?
I
I
don't
don't think he was
so.
driving beer trucks.
I think he was.
I thought that was a Saints guy. I thought that was Michael Lewis.
There's a lot of beer trucks going around. You could have 2 beer truck guys. Am I mistaken about it? I thought Dante Hall was like essentially out of the NFL when that came out
I
of
don't
nowhere.
think Dante Hall was the beer truck guy. I think that was the Saints guy. And I don't know if it was Michael Lewis.
Well, no.
I
don't know.
It's no harm, no foul. You just don't know sports. It's fine.
People are saying talk sports.
We are talking sports.
Ooh, Jimmer. Well, Jimmer was good before.
I like that one.
Would you consider like a Victor Cruz?
Not
Or
so.
did he last too long?
I think he lasted a little bit.
long?
He had
Okay.
the longevity.
'Cause he was like, because that preseason game, like no one had even heard of him.
Bobby Hoying. Dante Hall.
He was the beer truck guy?
That's what people are saying.
I don't think that's right.
Also good work by chat. Peyton Hillis.
I got a Madden cover. Peyton Hillis getting a Madden
That was
cover.
that
Yeah,
season.
That's like you getting a Madden cover. Like where did that come from?
He had a good season. Also, his Arkansas backfield. What, him, Felix Jones, and Darren McFadden?
Yeah, legendary, elite, fucking elite. Darren McFadden, one of the most forgotten running backs. He wasn't even that bad in the pros, but for some reason we just don't
He actually had some. He had some good years with the Cowboys too. Even he was decent.
Insanity, though, it probably does.
I mean, just to
I mean, he led SportsCenter every night
it was unbelievable. Like I said,
for a
just
month,
being,
and then
being
just
And
unbelievable.
for that time, it was well deserved.
yeah, no, he was
performing.
scoring,
when
he was doing everything.
When he gave Kobe 38, I was like, what the fuck is like this guy's just what's going on?
I remember the main play. I think they were playing the Raptors or something.
Yes,
whoever's defending.
It was a big comeback.
Whoever was defending him just let him walk right to the top of the key and shoot it. And I always what are you doing? He walks right in front of him and just shoots it in his face, and there's nothing
That was awesome.
try to stop him. All right, what do you want to talk about, Smitty?
I'm at war with Celtics Twitter right now.
Are you?
Yeah.
Over what? They're hot.
Up until
the Pistons last night.
losing to the worst team in the NBA last night. No, they came into Philly and cock stomped the Sixers 2 nights ago, winning by 48. The Sixers traded away Andre Drummond, Seth Curry, and we're still waiting on James Harden. So you're really like down a couple people.
Don't apologize for saying we.
I like to keep it objective.
I'm a we guy.
I like to keep it objective.
Ride for the Sixers.
I like to
You're a
keep
we.
it objective, like certain non-biased national NBA writers who write for the BarstoolSports.com who say Al Horford single-handedly ended Joel Embiid's MVP campaign when Al Horford scored 6 points and Joel scored 19 in 26 minutes.
You calling somebody out right now?
No, I'm just saying, like, non-biased NBA journalists who are prominents in the Twitter and Big J world who write for Barstool Sports like had that take, and it like very much made me come out and defend it. And Celtics Twitter, man, I mean, you think Red Auerbach and fucking Bill Russell are still running the ship there? They've won one fucking championship
they think
since the Larry Bird era, and they needed 3 first-ballot Hall of Famers to do so. I'm not saying the Sixers, who haven't won one since '83, are like Celtics level, but Jesus Christ, keep it in your pants.
Well, you got that's just Boston arrogance. They're just arrogance.
I think that's just any team Twitter. Like we gang up on Twitter together and just we're awful.
But Celtics fans think like their
Boston
franchise
fans.
is just like top tier.
I'm telling you, I know obviously their kids. You talk to a 27-year-old Boston fan. They like all Boston sports. They are the most arrogant fans because all they've done is just win their whole life. And they won a championship in every sport. They are so arrogant. It's like impossible to talk to them sometimes.
It's actually impossible that 2008 team with Garnett, Ray Allen, and Pierce didn't win more than one championship.
The way
and that's Doc Rivers' fault.
The way they hate LeBron, you would think that they remember they started the super, like they did the super team before LeBron did. It was a little different the way it was formed, but they did.
That was
first.
a super team. Yeah,
they did it first.
I always thought it was bullshit that Garnett and Pierce didn't like Ray Allen when he went to the Heat. Like you came to the Celtics to do the same fucking thing that Ray Allen went to the Heat for.
Yeah.
So I never understood. I didn't like that.
Garnett, like to this day, is like fuck him. Like, right now, he's like fuck him.
I think Garnett's a little bit of a showman with that shit too. Like he would always. All that shit he would do about yelling at the basket and all, I don't know.
I think it's really him. I just think he's like
great player.
I think he's just that intense of a guy.
Phenomenal player.
Even I watched. He did $1 million worth of game, and you can see it on him like right now. He's just a very intense guy.
Dude, uncut gems. You don't want to fuck with that guy.
No, hell.
I saw Paul Pierce in L.A. I went to a restaurant and he was there, and he looks like he can still play.
It's not surprising.
Yeah, of course it hasn't been that long since he played.
So they were doing an interview with Larry Brown, who was the Sixers coach early 2000s, obvious Kansas champion.
Got him to the finals in 01, right?
Into the finals, won with the Pistons. And he wanted to choose Paul Pierce with their draft pick that year, but chose Larry Hughes because he promised Larry Hughes that if he was there, he would have taken him. That was the reason why Paul Pierce didn't play with Allen Iverson.
Can I give you a hot take?
What?
I think that was a mistake to take Larry Hughes.
I would agree with you. I would agree with
you.
He wasn't a man of his word, but it's like
at the end of the day,
it's like a generational.
He's a man of his word.
That could have been a generation of just like dynasty.
This is a real question, and I'm not shitting on the guy. Do you think Allen Iverson could have played his career with another star?
No,
I don't think so.
I don't think. But
I don't think it would have worked.
They had short-term success with Melo. They went very short term. Very short. They went to the conference finals.
Yeah, very short.
That was a legit young.
That was also Melo's team.
They were
Iverson
mutual,
knew he was towards the end. Like
they were mutual stars in that time.
You also just don't
I think
know.
that was the last of AI's like prime.
The talent level between Larry Hughes and Paul Pierce, you just don't know. But yes, I agree with you. Allen Iverson needed the fucking ball.
But now there was a chance that Pierce could have. He wasn't drafted to somewhere to be the star. He might have taken a Scottie Pippen role. I don't know. Like Pierce,
Scottie Pippen's still pretty fucking good.
Scottie Pippen's the top 25 player in NBA history.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but the Scottie Pippen role is the number 2 guy on a great team, which I think, number 2 guy on a great team is better than number 1 guy on a shitty team.
Yeah, I mean,
I think anyway.
a lot of times probably.
You're gonna matter more.
Depends.
You're gonna matter more in basketball.
People are angry. We're not talking gambling.
I don't care.
There you go. There it is.
I mean,
There it is.
we got the NBA has one day. We're in college football just ended.
Yeah.
Like college basketball, it has a decent slate today. What? There's not going to be a buffet of gambling talk every single fucking day. It's a buffet of sports talk. What?
And linguistics.
Dictionary talk. Yeah.
Yes.
Let's talk gambling. Let's get into our picks. That's fine.
How about that Rutgers game, eh?
Keep chopping, TJ.
Yeah.
Keep
One
chopping.
in a row.
They're an auto bet against a good team now.
It's a pretty at home. It's pretty fucking impressive.
They beat Wisconsin on the road.
Oh, okay.
Smoked him on the road.
Yeah, they're an auto bet. If they're facing a top 25 team, just bet them right now.
I mean, they're in the dance now, right?
I think they're
They gotta
comfortably
be,
in.
now they're in. I would say
Like I think you just almost throw out because they have
they
bad.
literally just took out the top 4 of the Big Ten basically.
They have a bad part of their resume and a good part of their resume, and the good part is just dwarfing the bad part.
Uh-oh. You'll like this, Brandon Walker. You know what's trendy now in the chat?
What?
Hashtag host mints.
Yeah.
What's the number one criteria for
Good luck with
hosting-
that.
What's the number one criteria for hosting Pick Central?
Being here? Good luck with that. Y'all want to go back to last week? Good luck. So let's do.
Oh, that's an unnecessary shot.
Well, I host unnecessary roughness. Anyway, let's go with picks. So
Ben Mintz does a good job of host.
Big Ben Mintz is a tremendous help on this show, and a great human being.
He's just not here.
And he's just useless as tits on a hog.
Oh.
So
it is.
what happened?
You don't need to throw those shots. Like, I love Ben Mintz. We all love Ben.
You throw more shots than anybody.
Absolutely not at you, maybe.
Throw more shots than anybody.
You opened the show calling fucking the Big Ev.
No, I didn't.
Biggest Ev.
I didn't call him Biggest Ev's not a bad nickname. I didn't call him that. You did. All right, Marty Mush is killing it somehow. Good for him. I haven't bet that much. Just Rico just came back from suspension. Smitty is pretty much classic Smitty right there. You got a weird thing going on.
Well, because what I
7
did,
games over 500 and
well, what I did was I fucked myself. I should have just played them and not. I posted all my NFL props. They're just random bets like that. So I literally won money in the Super Bowl and my record is probably 2-11. So I basically just fucked myself for this month.
Smitty, why don't you lead us off today?
3-0 last night. 3 picks again now. Gonna add more later. I think I have Buffalo. Yes, no, I do have Buffalo,
Oh my God,
Eastern
I'm about to check the
Washington,
score.
or Eastern Michigan under 153. Sixers Bucks tonight. I never ever bet against my own teams unless it's the Flyers because they stink. The Sixers are probably going to rest Joel Embiid tonight and most of the team and get ready.
Wait, why would you rest him going to the All-Star game?
Just fucking call it time and just rest everybody. Not just him, everybody going to the All-Star break. And it wouldn't surprise me if the Bucks blow them out and that line moves a lot. Even if Embiid plays a little bit, he's not going to play a lot, and that line still probably is good. And Hornets at home against the Heat. I don't know. I just feel like the Hornets are going to beat the Heat tonight.
Probably the longest intro to 3 picks I've ever heard. Big Ev.
Shut the fuck up.
All right, so I'm on this 4 o'clock game. I'm on Minnesota. I like the dogs in the Big Ten. I'm on Minnesota +6 and Michigan +6. I got Cincy -2, a little bounce back at home against Wichita State. I like Utah +4, and I love Elon +4. It's a line that just makes no sense. They're 4-point dogs at home against a team with a very, very good record. Elon's 7-18 or something. I just think it's a rat line. I like Elon.
I got the Heat -4.5 against the Hornets. This opened at 3, and now it's cruising. I think as of now it's even 5.5. So I got Heat -4.5 against the Hornets. I don't love betting against the Hornets, but they haven't been as great in the last few weeks. They were really good for a while. Mavs -3, and this one is based purely on line movement. I look at the board and I say, where's the number most different from where it started? UNCG came out, and they're playing a very good team today. Came out, they were like 12-point dogs, and as of this morning, it's 9.5. So somebody knows something that I want to get involved in. I'm going UNCG plus 9.5. Who they play? They play a good team.
Real quick, compliments of Tennis Genius Double Fault.
Yes, of
I'm
course.
adding 2 tennis picks, Sonegos and Kekamakakakas, over 21 games.
Say that name one more time.
Kenna Kakamakovic, minus 137 over
You just said
21
two
games.
different names.
Sonego, it's the Sonego match. The Sonego match.
Nego match, but the
Over
Hunka it didn't.
K Makonovic.
You're not even getting close to the first name you said.
Sonego
Let me see the name.
/ Kenna Makovic.
Let me see the name. I'm
Over
going to
21 and a half.
take a whack at this. Kekmanovic. That's not even that hard. Kekmanovic.
Hard enough. That's not how you pronounce it either. We're adding that, and also a parlay, Opelka and Dimitrov,
Give me that phone. I got to get a chance at that.
minus 120. You pair
How do you pronounce that name? I say Kekmanovic. It's the second name right there.
Kekmanovic?
Yeah, that's easy.
Yeah.
That's not even that hard of a name.
Well, once you hear how it's pronounced, like,
No, I just see it. That says Kekmanovic.
sure.
You're anti. I bet he's Ukraine. I bet you want him to get.
When the first time you said it,
I'm anti-literacy. You can.
the first time
make
you
me
said it,
anti-
I thought there were 6 Ks in it.
Kekmanovic. Okay. Easy one.
All right. Hey, that was fun. You won't be here tomorrow, right?
I will be out tomorrow.
That'll be even more fun. So, me and Big Av will join you for tomorrow. We'll do whatever we do. The Yak is up next.